Well, hello there. Here we are playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Frozen Wilds on PlayStation 5. We are continuing from the last stuff.
The hunters await your guidance, chieftain.
Yeah, about to talk.
Outlander. These are not the ones I was expecting. Do your augurs speak of it?
When I cast the metal shavings from my len, they moved away from Banur.
She came from the knife trail. She saw what happened there.
Huh. You would have an outlander speak for you? 2 hunters were lost, 1 returned. Convince me what your word is worth.
If this was a test of her endurance, I'd say she's endured more than many could bear. She put your Werak above all else. That was what kept her going, through the pain, and through the loss of a friend. She survived for you. Don't turn her away.
She is a fine teller. There is a place for my land with the white teeth.
I do not dispute it.
Outlander. So nothing of the other hunter? The one called Ikri?
She's gone. She sounded brave.
Her name will always be in my song.
I've never traveled further south than the Gravewood. In the old days, the mad sun was impossible.
It is a long road back to the Black Hills of our home.
So, this is what you do. Come from the snow, aid strangers, and then vanish again? Even so, I didn't expect you to vouch for me.
I don't hold anything against you, Mylan.
Don't you see? Ikri was my only friend, and she could have died. You could have too. All for my mistake. The law of survival would not allow such a waste. It makes us strong and cold. It challenges us to leave friendship behind.
I grew up with laws like that. They brought me nothing but pain.
Did you believe in them? That's what I thought. This is my choice. My pain. The white teeth are my future now. I'm grateful to you, but we've nothing more to speak of.
Ikri, you passed from us like smoke. But your name will linger,
None
as
of the
incense
southern
does.
tribes rival the Banuk as hunters, but some are skilled in their own way. Welcome to the cut, stranger.
Welcome to the cut. Okay. We have 2 of these control towers. One here and here. Let's check this inventory. Outfit, very well, this is for stayed silent. Okay, don't need that. So we go here and here. As well. Nice. change our outfit to this. Oh wow, holy crap. What the impact. That's it. Let's go here. What a fight. Okay. And that. Now we go here. Change outfit again. Weak shift. Ranged. Fire. Where it is.
It's on to me.
What the? Can't go over the mountain.
I can't feel much of anything in this. I'm gonna put up a fight.
Wait a minute, where are you going?
To override the tower. Take control.
Come on! What the fuck?
Okay then, let's see if this thing can work for me.
Maybe I do need some cleanse. Okay. Nobody cares. Okay. Let's. Oh, we have something here. Some side quest like this. Talk to. Oh, where? Talk to her. Oh, this. I don't think I need any of these. Only that.
Their ridiculous ideas about women. How many great warriors have they ignored?
You conjured the blue light back into the Tolnek. How?
Don't ask.
Outlander, it would be my honor to speak with you. I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory. The notes echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Umnak, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the Claws Beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end. I used to travel between Banur and the Cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress. But you, out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werak. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for you?
Not just for me, no. For an old friend.
You want me to hunt in your place? Is that some kind of Banuk custom?
Well, perhaps it should be, but no. We survive and we prevail, until we fail to do either. I confess, this is not easy for me. For any other machine, I would die as I have lived. A Banuk hunter, weapon raised. But too many good lives have been lost to the Claws. Throwing my old corpse atop the pile accomplishes nothing. Better to live in a world without the Claws than to die while it still makes children orphans.
Sounds like you've got a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits. I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them. Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath re-emerged, the Werak came to me.
Do you still have the same faith in yourself that your Werak seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands. Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckles. What a strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance. But to stare forward at a looming wall.
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters past. We were so close to bringing the claws to bay. Closer than anyone else ever got.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werak then, a skilled hunter. Every few years, the claws would emerge in a new location. I knew of 2 chieftains he'd sent to their burial pyres. My friend became the 3rd. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
This is obviously important to you, Umnak. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath, if I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little.
All right, Umnak. I'll do what I can.
I have no doubt you can do quite a lot. The stories say the claws beneath returns here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the cut. Hunt well.
Wait. I fought a rockbreaker not far from here. It had Banuk spears sticking from its back.
That's it. That's the claws beneath. Tell me, does it still live?
It wasn't easy, but I took it down.
Like the blue light. I knew you were a formidable huntress, but you surpassed my expectations. Here, to show my gratitude.
Ah, now here's some company.
Oh my god, I already finished it.
The claws beneath. How many tried to take it down
Some like
before
to
you?
pretend the cut belongs to the Banuk.
The hunt ends for all eventually.
This land is yours.
The wise hunter appreciates every draw of the bowstring.
You're Aloy, right? My pop... Bergund, I mean, told me you might be heading up to see me. Varja. Pleasure. Hey, that spear is really something. You've customized her, haven't you?
I've made a change or 2. You've got an eye for weapons.
I wish these Banuk agreed with you. I can't seem to sell scrap to a Glentalk around here. Everyone wants boring old bows and spears. I like the more unusual stuff. And the Banuk can get unusual. Like that spear Aratak hauls around. An ice rail. Ooh, or that weapon of Araya's? What I wouldn't give to poke around inside one of those. Feel the lightning on my fingers. Or inside of anything, really. Last commission I had was a month ago. A weapon that spat fire. That didn't go well.
I've got an ice rail, just like Aratak's. You want to take a look?
Are you serious? Yes, I'd love that. Okay. Obvious design flaw. So if I replace these... Yeah, that should... Right. So, believe it or not, she's operating at, let's be generous, half her potential.
What's with the she's?
Oh, Pop says all weapons are girls. I don't think he realizes it's a compliment. Well, listen. If we had a Thunderjaw's mandibles to work with, her gears would be well and truly greased. And I know where to find one, if you want to go hunting with me.
Remind me what we need to fix up this thing?
That Thunderjaw's mandibles will do it.
So, let's say someone you know happened to have a weapon like Araya's.
You don't.
See for yourself.
Of course. Look at the... So the coils generate the spark, but the power source isn't even bolted in. I won't lie. She's beautiful. But there's beautiful and then there's beautiful. What we need is a Stormbird Talon. Lightning flows over them like water off a goose. And I know where one is. Hunt it with me, I'll turn that weapon into your new best friend. And second best.
You're sure you can fix up this thing?
You bet. Probably. Just need that Stormbird Talon.
A weapon that spits flame, huh? Like this one? I took this thing off an Oseram bandit. Think you could do anything with it?
You got my forge fire back? Well, if you took down Olgrid and his goons for this thing, I guess she's yours now.
Why don't you finish it for me first? Make her into the weapon she was supposed to be.
Thought you'd never ask. I'm gonna need a bellowback snout. Any bellowbacks will do. Can you handle it alone?
I think I can manage that. This forge fire of yours, what do you need to finish it up?
Like I said, a bellowback snout ought to do it. I'm not picky.
So we need parts from a Stormbird and a Thunderjaw? And you know where to find them.
That's right. It's gonna take some traveling, though. We can find a Thunderjaw out in the Valley Meet, and a Stormbird roosts near the Free Heat. I'll pack and meet you out there. This'll be fun.
Okay.
Find anything interesting lately?
I might have. Let's talk. If I find anything,
You better.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials.
This St. Meridian is a place where...
So this is where we go with this quest. Forge first stone clicking this way. 35. Yeah, I should do this before. Experience. Let's finish this one with you.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted. To return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted, no way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
What do you think is beyond?
I do not know. Machines.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should...
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
I will not allow my song to be...
Aratak, I wanted to go over something again.
It is your right.
We'll head out.
On your word.
I've never traveled further south than the grave. In the old days, the Mad Sun King made you.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
I wish you luck on the mountain. I'll return to Song's Edge and wait for you there.
What's cooking?
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything, until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave, but you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch, a remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks. Now that I'm...
Aratak would never, but you were not Aratak. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north.
Silence was a shot.
It was. Or at least his knowledge of the machines was beyond compare. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave.
What about you?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom. A month he met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silent.
He vanished with the spoils. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, some in the Conclave began to doubt he was...
And what do you think?
He committed an but also brilliant. Anyone else I would warn off.
I'll keep that in mind. What are we gonna find up there, Rhea?
Ruins. Machines. And a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt that Damon has tried to hide the way.
I still need to take care of a few things.
Understood. I'll be here.
Aurea.
Oh yes. On your word.
Will I be able to finish these side quests?
I'll be back soon.
I'll be ready.
Let's not take the risk. Side quest. Let's do this. Finish these side quests.
You're letting the Oseram decide what to do with him? But he tried to kill our Sun King. I'm more than usual. Should have eaten more at breakfast.
Huntress, what business do you have with us?
I was asked to look into the murder of a Karja hunter. What happened?
It's plain as day. A drunk Banuk thug picked a fight with Ruas, struck him down from behind and stole his headdress.
The accused man says that he didn't do it.
You're not going to get anything useful out of the Banuk, whether they talk to you or don't. They gather up like cloaks in a chill wind every time a hunter dies out here. Won't even hand Ruas's killer over for a proper trial.
A proper trial?
To fill his mouth with salt, and hold him up for the sun to consider over days. If it is clement, it may only take his sight, or his wits.
So other Karja hunters have died in these lands before?
3, maybe 4 in the last few seasons. That's no surprise. This place punishes even the prepared, and many young nobles don't prepare. But usually the snow covers everything, and the bodies are never found. No thanks to the Banuk.
Do you think they're involved?
No. If it's not about their tribe, they don't want to get involved.
In these outlands, even the sun cannot thaw all it touches.
Doesn't sound like you trust the Banuk much.
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us. 10 years of reasons.
Always the war. The war is over. We made amends, but no. The land never forgets.
Snow and ice keep memory, they say.
It takes time for scars to heal.
You think I don't know that? I still bear the lashes for refusing one of the Mad King's sun priests. I was your age then.
Times of shadow. Times of shadow.
Where did you find Ruas's body?
There's no hunt, girl. Nothing to pick up.
Humor me. I'm a good tracker.
Down the rise to the west, there's a clearing. But a grazer herd couldn't have trampled it better. And if that barbarian gives up Ruas's headdress before they cast him out, let me know. It's valuable.
Became some hawk of the lodge. But sadly, she did it to honor the men of her house.
What do we have here? Okay. Audio, response. This one.
Alright, so okay, like how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last Satchel people to ever see this place. Yeah. Hence, you know, the song.
Message text, dear nobody, as far as I can tell. That's who is going to read this. Those spooky guys showed up today with that creepy Blevins to take measurements of our workstations, and next week they start installing Pharaoh servitors to do our jobs. Bye bye Shelley, bye bye Laura. See you never. Hope you enjoy basic income. Good, it's going to be weird to say goodbye to this place when Quentin and I split. This was all I had. Thank God for a job where I could sit at the panel and press buttons and cry all day. Which I think is why we're doing this, hiding the tapes of our rehearsals in the dam. These tapes are our memories, our ghosts. Through them we get to haunt this place, keep it human in some small way. This control room was where I was sitting when Laura came in, dragging an old practice amp and the guitar behind her. Shells, she said. Cool. So I was looking at schematics for this place and I found the perfect practice space. The acoustics in this place seriously bunkers, like echoing through the entire valley, kinds of bunkers. Legit, you're going to saw yourself when you see it. I remember asking practice space. Peace, Shelley.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! Caught sellouts and runaway cowards! We see you! Cut it. I forgot the words. Dude. Shells, we started off so strong and then it all just imploded. Well, that's sort of my MO. No heavy stuff. We're switching gears. Band name. We need one.
Dear nobody, when I took this job, we had to watch this train in Hollow, and I remember probably 2% of the actual Hollow. At some point, the Hollow welcomed me to the damn family, and I felt like, hey, that was such a missed opportunity, because they could have called it a family and choose not to. And B, the idea that I would ever think of any of my co-workers as family was pretty ridiculous. But then, one day I looked up and automation had whittled 6 people down to just Laura and I was signing papers to dissolve the family I thought I had, and suddenly my last co-worker, with her faded tattoos and perpetually arched eyebrows, was telling me jokes and making me listen to bands I'd never heard of and cheering me up when I cried. Things was really good when it was just the 2 of us. We used to have these damn days. One time the sluice gates were open and we set up beach blankets on one of the catwalks in the intake tower and baked it around this inflatable beach ball I had in my apartment for some reason. Laura messed around with the emergency PA and patched in a bunch of classical surf rock songs. We even put sunscreen on the bridges of our noses. Laura called it Concrete Beach Party. When Laura brought up band names, I knew pretty much right away that would be our name. Concrete Beach Party. There was never really any other choice.
Okay, Shells, we're not focusing on that right now. We're recording, okay? We're not even in the band meeting. Sort of counts as practice, right? Merch. We need merch. Stickers! You're not a real band until someone vandalizes government property with your stickers.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
Dear nobody, we spent an hour plastering out stickers all over that servitor. Well, I say stickers, they were sticky notes from a desk. We stole the presentation and design of other band logos, drawing little skulls and lightning bolts and broken hearts around the name. It's not like we had any actual work to do. When this began, we were told we'd be on-site advisors going through the motions of our duty so that the servitors could mimic our actions. But the government creeps, corporate creeps, some diff, I guess, mostly ignore us or yell at us for getting in their way. The robo-scab's weird oval head kept swiveling toward us and it kept asking, hello, is this relevant to my training, as we tried to duck out its line of sight, ruining its chrome finish with sticky notes and shushing each other's giggles. Afterwards, Laura stood in front of the thing and goes, Servitor, this is very important. This is how you greet Blevins, okay? It's a sign of immense respect. I mean, will the servitor actually give Blevins the finger? Probably not, right? But the girl can dream. Screw the man, shall he?
See? Check this out! We could just bang on this pipe, you know? And... Could we sample that, or... Totally! Like, what about after that... Oh, sorry. Just a sec. Laura? I need to take a break. Laura? Hey! Laura!
I'm feeling embarrassed now, thinking about following Laura out of the pump station like I kicked Puppy, wondering what horrible thing I might have done, until she threw herself into this room and shut the door behind her and just screamed. The fear of abandonment is weirdly self-centered, because it presupposes that little old you are filled with such immense destructive power that you're capable of driving every person you care about away. Of driving every person you care about away. Anyway, at the bottom of the dam, with her on one side of the door and me on the other, she told me that Metallurgic had bought her mom's house, her whole neighborhood, in fact, out from under her to build a new server farm. Oh God, I don't like that house, she said. I don't even like Indianapolis. I hated every minute I spent in that city as a kid. When they told us we have to leave the dam, I went back to my apartment and I sat on my bed and I prayed to God. I don't even believe in that. I wouldn't have to move back home, that I wouldn't have to show up on Mom's front stop with a suitcase and a bunch of stupid excuses. She was trying not to sound like she was crying, but she sounded like she was crying. I guess I got my stupid wish. I asked her where she'd go. She laughed. Where else could she go but back home to help her mom pack up the house, to move with her into whatever dank little one-room home Metallurgic's displacement grant will allow them to afford. I think I could have dealt with being one of those losers who celebrate their 40th birthday living in the house they grew up in, but now I don't even have that. I had no idea how to make her feel better, so I just sat on the other side of the door and I started singing the song we were working on, the one about being the last two girls on Earth, and eventually she started singing along. Love, Shelley.
I mean, this is it. We get to play together, what, maybe 2 more times? Nah, shells. Farewell tour! Reunion tour in like 6 months. Bands do it all the time. For our adoring fans. It's not that hard to stay in touch, Shelley. We could practice in holospace. People always say that.
We got in a fight, Laura and I. After practice, we went out for drinks. There is this rubber in downtown Cody, so we called an autocar and shuttled over. We were the only people there. With the park closing, Cody is becoming a ghost town. The more we drank, the more passive-aggressive our banter became, snowballing out of our control, metastasizing in the empty air between us. And then, before either of us really knew what was happening, we were yelling at each other. I kept thinking, like, I'm not abandoning her, she's abandoning me, and I guess she was probably thinking something similar. We got quiet for a while, drank more. Eventually Laura ordered an autocar and we peeled into it, slid as far from each other on the back seat as we could, arms crossed, staring out the window. And then I heard myself talking, screw it. I don't care if you stay in touch with me. I'm going to stay in touch with you, whether you like it or not. You're not getting rid of me, ever. Laura looked at me for what felt like ages. I thought she was going to start yelling, but then her hand crept over mine and we just sat there together. Bottoms up, Shelley. There's 5 more of these. And we have one. Text data points. Oh. And we have this 5. Okay, we will leave that for some other time. Game completion 96%. Oh, we are close. Frozen Wilds 55. Oh, I missed something. 55. Frozen Wilds, so much. Pigments, animal figures, side events, shadow items. Machine scanned for lots of kills. Okay guys, we will save here and continue next time. God bless you all, stay safe and peace.